Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video, I'm going to show you 5 different greeneries I got from Amazon. So a lot of you have been really interested in buying florals and greenery off Amazon, and as we know, sometimes it can be hit or miss. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 I got. I had very high hopes for all of them, and I'm going to show you which ones are my favorite, which ones not so much, and some tips to help you with Amazon greenery. And then we're going to be making a wreath with the greenery. So if you are excited, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. As you know, Amazon florals can be hit or miss, and they can look gorgeous in the photo, and then when they arrive, they're all crumpled up into a little bag or a little box, not shipped great, let's be honest. But if you take the time to really fluff them up and uncrinkle the leaves, they can be really good. All right, so let's go over them. The first one I got were olive branches, and look how many. There are 4 stems, but each of the stems are pretty large, so I was very happy with that. One thing is these were crumpled up like this, and they looked terrible when I first got them out, but you just need to fluff them out a little bit, and they look pretty good. There aren't any actual olives on these, so that's something to note, but there are lots of good options, and I just picked one that looked really pretty, and I think you could make a pretty nice wreath. The leaves are pretty papery, but not the most papery, so I'm pretty happy with these. And the fact that I got this much is pretty good. The next greenery I got, I had high hopes for, and this is the one I was probably the most disappointed in because it was packaged so poorly and the picture made it look so promising. I was really excited for that wild look. But once again, I got 6 stems, and I think that's pretty good. But they just look so pitiful when they first arrived. So one thing is all you have to do is fluff them up like this. And that can go a long way. And one thing, I don't know if you can tell, but it has these sticking out. So all you have to do, oops, is cut that off, and it looks so much better and more natural. So I'll be cutting those off. The picture didn't have them, but once I fluff these out, I think it'll be really nice, and they look pretty good. Once again, these are a little more on the papery side, but I actually really like them. But these are one I was very disappointed in when I opened them up because they were so squished in a bag and they look terrible. But look how pretty they are now. This next greenery I was very excited about because it's something I've only been able to find wholesale, and a lot of people in my group and you guys on YouTube don't buy wholesale, and that's totally fine. But when I saw these, I was so excited because they look exactly like what I get in wholesale. Let me show you. This is what I get wholesale, and this is what I got from Amazon. Here's one stem. They look very similar, don't they? Like, even when they're right next to each other, it's hard to tell the difference. But this is more of a polyester, and this is a plastic. So it's like very weather resistant, which is good. And you get 2 stems. These did have some crinkly leaves in them, but what I did was I took a hairdryer and I just kind of folded the leaves out, and they look so much better now. Some people use steamers, and I think there's a floral flat iron or something someone mentioned before, so I'll have to look into that and let you know. But I love these. These can be spendy, but I have laurel wreaths that I make out of these that are very popular. So if you don't have any access to wholesale, this is where you can find these. So this was probably the thing I was most excited about. Next were these eucalyptus, and I was a little disappointed because of the size. They just look so small. They each have 4 stems, but the stems are just really small. However, the quality of the leaves, they're really thick and smooth, like a plasticky, almost like a raincoat material. So I think they'll hold up in weather nicely. And then they have these really pretty berries I thought were nice. So I like the color and texture. I was just a little disappointed in the amount I got for the price. And then the last greenery I got, this was the biggest surprise to me. I didn't realize I would love these so much, but look at these. Oh, I love them. I got 3, and these actually have the best quality. I'm going to be ordering these more for sure. Oh, the leaves are so nice and shiny and smooth. Very good. So last but definitely not least were these. These were the best surprise. And I haven't been able to find something like this in stores, especially not this high quality. So I'm very excited about this. All right, now that we've gone over all the greenery, let's make a greenery wreath. So I'm using a 14-inch grapevine. I've already cleaned it up. And I have my hot glue and hot glue gun, my wire cutters. My favorites of all of these are linked in the description below, as well as all these materials. And then I'm also going to be using some floral wire for some of the longer branches. I like to use 24 gauge. That's my favorite. Okay, let's go. Look at all this greenery. Woo. I'm not going to use all the greenery in this one wreath, but I am going to start with my favorite. And I don't remember the names of any of these, plus Amazon doesn't name things correctly anyway. So I cut up the 3 pieces on one stem. I'm gluing the stem and I'm putting it into the grapevine. And since these are longer, I'm going to use a little bit of floral wire. Going to put the floral wire along the stem, twist it, and put it back. If something falls off, just dab some glue and put it back on. Look at that, so pretty. Then I'm going to go a little bit further down and glue this more toward the outside and add a little bit of floral wire. Then I'm just going to continue on with the rest of this until the wreath is covered. I could make these closer together and just make the whole wreath like this. I think that'd be so pretty, but I don't have enough. Okay, now that we have our first layer of greenery done, we're going to add in another layer of greenery. And I'm going to be using these. I'm going to have this cut. I'm going to have the 2 pieces here and then one of these for a filler. Then I'm going to add the longer pieces along the outside and the smaller pieces along the inside. And then the shorter ones I'm going to add in on the inside to fill in some of the gaps. Now you could leave the wreath just like this and it would be gorgeous. You could also add some oranges, or this would be really pretty with lemons. Wouldn't that be so pretty? This color is a little on the cooler side, so I think I'm going to skip that and use some of these. Even though they're more of a papery texture, I like the smaller leaves and it'll bring a more whimsical look. So I'm just going to be shaping all of these pieces as I bring them out. And then I'm going to clip off the top that has just the plain stem. It's a little more work, but that's okay. And I'm probably going to leave them in bundles of 3. And they do have a papery coating, so I want to make sure my glue comes all the way up there so that it covers the wire. So if the paper comes undone, it'll still be okay because the glue will cover it. So once we have our pieces in, I'm really going to integrate it into the wreath, incorporate it all in so it blends in nicely, just like that. Isn't that pretty? I think these just added so much lighty. I love how these add such an airy touch to this wreath and really break it up. It's very simple, very basic, but I love it. And it's all from Amazon Greenery. And like I said, I will link all the things that I used for this wreath in the description. Okay, here it is. This is our Amazon Greenery wreath. I am like really loving how this turned out. It's so cute. I was pleasantly surprised. I love how these are like, this is the back, this is the side. I love how these are really airy. They're so pretty and they incorporate really well. Of course, you can dress this up with other seasonal things if you like, but here's how you make the basic wreath. It'd be perfect for adding a pop of greenery to your home. Make a great gift for Mother's Day or anything like that. Anyway, I will link the other videos I have made using Amazon florals. I will link that in the description. And then also the olive leaves that I didn't use would be great for the wreath I made a couple weeks ago, that greenery wreath. I will also link that video down there if you're interested. So if you enjoyed this, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.